And Bill and I were just talking, and I do believe that we should also look possibly at a new engineering firm, just to check to see what else is out there. We've had 2 quotes now that we've been misinterpreted on. One on the HVAC system itself being over $100,000 more than what we projected, and this one here is going to be we thought a smaller project, and they're $120,000 off on that one. So I don't think they're making themselves clear to us, and I don't know if they're putting us in the right position at times. So I do believe we need to look at new firm, a possible new firm in the next upcoming year. So that being said,
Any other questions regarding HVAC? All right, and then as we typically do every summer, and I have spoke with Kurt about this, is the Monday through Thursday, 7 to 5 p.m. So we'd be bringing that for formal board approval again to have those as posted hours. And so that's basically where we're at with that. Are there any questions regarding those?
I thought it was 4 o'clock.
No.
Okay.
And then new business, you're going to formally approve Beth Jorgensen's resignation effective June 28th, 2019. As you know, Beth has been with the district for several years, how many?
24.
24 years. Wow. Has had quite the run, and obviously will be dearly missed by colleagues and by everyone in the office. So obviously we wish Beth the absolute best of luck, and she's going to be closer to grandbabies, and that's always a good thing.
Grandpa.
Yeah, and grandpa.
My dad. Not
Yeah, your
Darwin,
dad.
My dad.
Yeah, referring to Darwin as grandpa now. Yeah, well, he is.
He is.
But, so that'll be official, and obviously we appreciate Beth's years of service here for JWP.
For sure. Yep.
And then.
So I do
go ahead.
have a question on that. If we decide to vote it down, she can't leave.
She's already here.
Yeah.
We can keep,
Two of you.
You're
2
gonna pay
of
both
you.
of us? Okay.
2 of
Think how
you.
much we'll get done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, in that case, maybe you will stay.
Maybe I will. Pay my health insurance, I'll stay.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, now that you brought that
I know.
up.
Yeah. All right, anything else? All right, JWP EA contract ratification. So Kelly talked about this at the last board meeting when we talked about committee reports. Kelly referenced the fact that we had finalized certified contract negotiations with our JWP Education Association. So that will be brought before you at the board meeting to have final ratification from the board perspective. As Kelly had stated too, that it was a very smooth process, just put it that way, and we're very pleased with the outcome for both parties. Questions regarding, you've got the rough draft and you've got the ratified copy.
So is it after those are approved, then we'll start the non-certs?
Yep, great question. So first and foremost, Kelly, Tim, and Tim, thank you very much for certified negotiations. You know, it's a sacrifice of your time, so I appreciate you setting aside the time to get that work done. So for the non-certified group, where you're at with that is I've contacted the local education, or the local Union of Operating Engineers, Local 70 or whatever, and their business manager is currently working with the non-certified stewards to set up a common time to be able to get together to negotiate a contract. So as soon as I get more information from them, or at least some dates and times, I'll be sure to email other folks. Sound good? All right, and then this is the action item. This is approving the resolution of the encroachment agreement. So the property that's located down on 2nd Street with 4 garages, a small portion of their garage currently sits on school district property. We did not know that. They did not know that. It was discovered because of the transfer of the title. And so with that being said, is the city actually has vacated a large portion of this, so the family can own the residence and get the home sold. And I believe the closing took place on Friday. But then we had a small portion that we would give a permanent easement on. So that's what this is. It's a small portion of the land. And if you ever wanna walk down there, I can show you what we own that we would have never known we owned. It's like a little jet out. We knew that we had a strip that went from the gates that open to the Becker Street, I think is what it's called. We knew that we had that strip, but it goes further to the west than what we had, quite a bit further to the west than what we had anticipated. It's always been upkept and mowed by the family that owns that property. We haven't mowed it, so it was a surprise to everybody. So that's what I know. So we'd be looking to approve the resolution. So
All right,
you-
do we have a motion to approve the resolution of the encroachment agreement?
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution, encroachment agreement.
All right, that's Tim Johnson. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
That is Laura Size. Do we have any further discussion? All those in favor, oh, sorry, okay, roll call.
Yep. Johnson,
Yes.
Payne,
Yes.
Heidkamp,
Yes.
Greenhill. Yes. Elke,
Yes.
Size,
Yes.
Berg.
Yes.
All right, did you get everyone, Beth?
I got it. Yep.
Okay. Motion passes 7-0. All right, moving on.
All
Bill.
right, ELA teacher update, you're going to be asked to approve Lisa Crockett, BA plus 20, for the ELA position. And I believe we have another ELA candidate, if I remember correctly. I'll have to double check that is in the works. The resignation of the music teacher, we've got that, we received that, I sent that via email. We were gonna post it today or tomorrow. There was a glitch in our application system where within our application by board policy, we have to score what's called veterans preference. And so for some reason, it was missing from our application. It got dropped off of there. So we had to wait a little bit of period of time to pull. So I got that fixed this morning. So we can now go ahead and get out there and post for candidates. But that information will be coming forward. And then I believe I informed the board too that we'd be adding not adding a kindergarten section, but maintaining a third section of kindergarten. Because we currently have 3, we were gonna reduce it down to 1 and transition that person to first grade. But in this case, we need that, so we'll have 3 sections as I believe I emailed all of you. 3 sections of K, 3 sections of 1, 3 sections of third, and 3 sections of 6. So we'll be increasing by 1 FTE at the elementary, which is obviously that's always a good situation to be in. Any questions regarding that information?
As of right now,
As of right now, yep.
we always could be adding.
Exactly, because we do have some, I believe, not 4th grade next year will be on the bubble, but I think it's 5th grade that's on the bubble, or it's getting close, so there could be a potential, which I think is really exciting for the district. That's
Now,
all
does
that I
that-
have.
Does that take into account the 6th grade class that's moving on, into 7th grade? So you've got
Yeah.
3 teachers
Yep.
for that, or you already have that into
Because
account
5th grade
for?
right now is 3, so
Okay.
we just have to find a placement for a 5th grade teacher. So there's potential 3rd grade, they could take the open 3rd or open 1st, depending on what their preference is.
Okay.
Any other questions?
All right,
That's it.
all right, you can see the upcoming board meetings. Have we set another board meeting with the city council at all?
That's usually on the 5th Monday in July.
5th Monday in July?
Yep. So, and that was the whole point, is the city wanted to meet with the new superintendent in July.
Okay. All right, we're gonna adjourn at, what time is it? 5:46?
Yes.
We're adjourned. Have a good night, everyone.
Amazing.